So how did you? I said you popped on my birthday live. I've never seen your name on Instagram really or anything, and it's random. So I just want to know. I saw your YouTube, some of the stuff that you've done. I think in the past.
Yeah.
So tell me how'd you figure out about your girl?
Yeah, I think you performed in LA a while back. I don't remember exactly what event it was. I don't know if it was like a Teddy Ray event or crap. I really can't remember the name of it. I just remember seeing like a flyer, and then you were on the lineup. So, and then so that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check out some of the people, just because I like to find like new music and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then so yeah, I liked a lot of what you made. So I was like, all right, so I decided to follow you.
Was it the event? This the beginning of this month?
I want to say so. Yeah, I want to say like it was very recent, because definitely I remember seeing your live afterwards. I just don't remember exactly what live it was.
Oh yeah. We had Teddy hosting it. That was actually our brand's event. Yeah, we did it with Rosecrans Avenue. It was like our brand in there, and we curated it with them. So yeah, it's dope. Appreciate you for coming out.
No, absolutely, man. Yeah, so I don't really have a intro for this podcast and such. I'm very undecisive about this stuff, but I go by Tony Awdball. This is an odd conversation here with a very special guest.
Dreddy Cat. Yes, sir.
Sure. Yeah, and then doing my research and such, I couldn't find much to at least interview wise. A lot of questions, Q&A type stuff. So I'm gonna try to knock out all the basic questions out the way, and just tell me where you're from and how long you've been making music for.
I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I was born here, lived here until I was like 13. Then I went out to LA. So I'm like half and half, I kind of like to say. I'm in my getting closer to later 20s. So yeah, I've kind of done like half and half. But yeah, from Atlanta, lived another like 12, 13 years in LA, and then just recently came back home to Atlanta. So I'm kind of half and half of both, to be honest.
Okay.
So half and half of both. I kind of like it. It's cool.
Absolutely. What's like the big difference between the two?
Atlanta is. First off, we got we're kind of like a forest type of city. It's a whole lot of trees around the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of trees throughout the city. It's just not even like palm trees, like forest trees. It looks like. But Southern hospitality down here is a little different. We kind of have that thing. LA is awesome. I love LA. LA became a second home. LA has beaches, nicer weather at times. Down here, we, it's still player, but no beaches in Atlanta. It can rain on the spot out of nowhere, any temperature of the day.
Shit.
But it's home for me, so.
Hey, home's wherever you lay your hat. Right now, the whole LA, even Southern California in general, is just like full of full of rain right now. It's like pouring down, and of course we have the whole like quarantine thing going on, so it makes it a little more soothing with the rainy weather. I'm a summer guy, so I can't really say much. So. So how long have you been doing music for?
I first started recording in 2010. That was the first time I ever recorded a song. I've grown up making music though my whole life, playing instruments my whole life. Like 4th grade, I played the clarinet type shit. Then I went to like the drum line of percussion. Back then, middle school's percussion. You learn all the types of instruments, cymbals, timpanis, drums, things like that.
Okay.
From 6th grade on to 11th grade, I was also like in a marching band, and that's a little fun fact about me. Because coming from the South, the marching band is a lot more turned up, a lot more fun. Then when you go to LA, it was a little different. Had an instructor who was like graduated from UCLA versus people sing drumline, but I stayed in the drumline for a little bit in high school in California, but I had to go because it just wasn't the same after a while. So like junior year, I finally stopped. You can ask my friends this morning a little funny facts about me. But so I love music my whole life. Started recording in 2010. Went to school for it a little bit and like started to pick up beats and production by learning some of my friends. Like some of my friends also helped teach me also in school. And been at it ever since, really.
Okay. And what has it been something that's like been inside you the whole time, like since like a child, where like you wanted to pursue a music career?
Um, yeah. I mean, I always remember myself writing raps and stuff, like in elementary school, throwing them away, you know, always beat on the table, one of those type of kids too.
Mm-hmm.
But there was other things I wanted to do too in high school. You know, you learn about yourself and all this stuff. So, like, I wanted to also do kinesiology. I used to like sports therapy and wrapping ankles and shit like that. But music has always been there, though, definitely. And then one day, like, I finally just decided that I should have, okay, let me take it serious. Like, let me take it serious. And that was probably like 2015, I think.
And then, obviously I see the keyboard right here from the screen and such. You also produce your own music, or do you produce for others?
I more so have produced for myself, older stuff, I would say. But I do produce a little bit. I like it. I need to learn a lot more about it. That's one thing I definitely, like, I would say. Like, I learned some stuff in school, you know, when it came to, like, certain workstations and running certain boards and certain things. But producing, I do want to really learn a lot more and get deeper into. Fell in love with the recording aspect as an artist person and writing music stuff too. So it's kind of hard to find balance both at times, but I like music all around, so I know I'm gonna get back to it for sure. But yeah, definitely produce more stuff for myself. I would love to produce for people too, but you know, as my own, on my own shit, I would love to, you know, tighten it up, get it real tight before I, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely sharpen your tools, because even for myself, like, it's been a couple of years, I think like 2 years maybe, since I did interviewing, and so like now that I'm recording myself as it is, I still get a little shaky and I catch things after every interview I've done. So yeah. I kind of understand like the practice you need to keep up with in order to, you know, make everything smooth sailing and such.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can only imagine how it is to you know, be a pianist or any other, you know, instrumentalist, that you're gonna have to try to like sharpen, you know, keep up with it. Otherwise, you're gonna like kind of like feel rusty and such.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If anything, you know, gotta keep working them muscles.
Yeah. And so I did see a couple music videos that you had and such, and I'm just like kind of curious, like, are you like in direct control of it, or is it just, you know, how's the whole video recording for you?
I would say pretty in control, but I'm like really open with stuff too. My bro DZAC Productions, who does a lot of my videos and stuff, he helps me with a lot, and I'm kind of open with like him. I like to like sometimes just throw him a song and be like, hey bro, like, what do you think? And like, you know, sometimes let him create a treatment, or if I have a certain idea, you know, I'll write it out and we'll kind of talk over it with just squad, you know, get all my brothers like opinions and, you know, see how we all feel and just different things, get different votes from each other, you know, what do you think about this, do you like that? So I'm pretty kind of open. Yeah, there's certain ones that I do on my own. Like, I've shot a video down here in Atlanta that was all by myself. The other few videos, a couple other few videos I've done on my YouTube and stuff has been in LA, so I've been closer to my bros when I've done it. So, you know, a lot of them have been there when I've been shooting, or, you know, getting shot by one of my closest bros, whatever. But pretty open, but also kind of in control. You know,
yeah,
my little operation. So I turn the cats out of it. You know.
Okay. Do you think we're gonna probably get a video for like Rock the Show, like your latest song?
That one I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Yeah, that one's like a bopper for me. You know, I had that on repeat for like, well, at least for today for sure. Because I did take it out like a couple days ago.
So I'm happy you like that one. That was something new. I really like that one a lot too. I really did.
Yeah, how'd you link up?
You know.
Yeah, how'd you link up with Nisi Blanco? Is that what her name is?
Yeah, that's the homegirl in LA. We went to high school together for a little bit, and she, I recently saw that she started rapping, and she's hard. She got like, you know, that little popping girl flow. She's like, she be popping at you. But she's from LA, from Crenshaw District, like, so she's hardcore, like LA, you know. And she was just a homegirl in high school. We used to be in like a little play clique together back in the day. So I like ran across her Instagram, saw she was making music, listened to some of her stuff. I like, some of her stuff. So I was like, sure, like, let's do it. I've been trying to link with a lot more women this year, you feel me? It's 2020. Like, we need to be linking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because, dude, some of these females going hard.
Right now. But,
Yeah, like some of these girls.
That's been my goal in the past few years, kind of, is to really start reaching out to my women and keeping it, because that's who I see really enjoys a lot of my stuff. So it's numbers wise, it's women for a certain age, younger women. So.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of these female artists are just insane. Whether they're, because mostly for me, I'm more exposed to the LA scene. So of course I'm a, like, name a lot of like underground female rappers just off top. But like you have like girls like Snow and Belle the Wonder, to like Zay. Like these girls are just like insane. Whether it's just like straight like artsy style to just straight lyricism. These girls are crazy, and like eventually.
2019 was a crazy year for women in music.
Yeah.
A lot of women. Even 2018, but a lot of women did their thing in 2019. So.
I mean, like, as for yourself, like, do you see yourself collaborating with like any known female artists right now? The ones that like are having a buzz at the moment.
I mean, you never know. Opportunities, whatever they come, I would be open to performing with. Or working with a lot of different people. I don't have anything specific lined up with anyone special or anything, but we it's open. We manifest stuff like that every day, so I'm definitely open for it. Yeah, there's a lot of different women that I like. I'm trying to think of anybody right now. I can give you an example. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'd love to do it with her. There's so many that just that came out. I feel like in the last year that I really just started to fuck with. But yeah, definitely. I would be open for it. I'll say that. Definitely would be open for something like that. That'd be dope.
For sure. I do have another question about like two of your songs. One, like, these are like my personal favorites as well. Whether it's Prisons.
I like those type of questions because I like hearing what people like, and I like to know what people want to ask and think. And like, yeah, it's like if somebody could do a show like that, like just straight like going down a whole playlist or something of all your shit, you're like, well, this song, I heard this. What did you mean by it? I would go crazy. I love that shit.
No,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm all for that too. Yeah, I do. I that's kind of like where I want to get to eventually. Like later, maybe later this year, if not, maybe next year. Want to be able to have that platform to just to talk straight projects. Yeah. So I just want to say, I love Prisms. Prisms is a really good song, and like I just want to kind of like know like where like everything was like where all that came from, like from the core and such.
For Prisms, I love that song too. That was really one of my favorites. A lot of people like that off that project, off that PYL project. And I love shooting the video for that. All that was shot by DZF Production. That was pretty dope. That really came. I don't know. That one really just came from the soul. I remember I was writing it. Where did I write that song at? I wrote that, or at least I wrote the hook. I know for sure I remember at ADD on that digital when we was at work. I was in one of the rooms. I didn't have much work to do, but so I just started. I put the beat on in my headphones, and I just started kind of singing it. I was in the office by myself, and it just came to me. I don't know. It was special because it kind of felt like a solidifier. I don't know, in a way for myself, and like when it came out, kind of the results and seeing how people reacted to it, I was like, okay, this is like a smooth one, but it's also kind of like a banger. A lot of people say they really like how my voice sounded, and on it, and when I did that singing kind of on the hook, I know it was a lot of soul. That was what I was gonna say. That one came kind of just from the core, like sometimes I can't put certain things on it. Certain songs I feel like it stemmed from this event in my life. Certain ones just like they just come. That one just came very natural, and I loved it.
Yeah, because that's like one thing too that you pointed out, where it's like a very soothing song, but it can also be a banger at the same time. And that's the way I feel when it comes to like people from like Mick Jenkins or something that's very like smooth sailing, but if you hear the song live and you know the lyrics, you just can't help but to get like too into it. Yeah. So that's exactly how I felt about Prisms as well. But
Yeah, Skinny Moose. I think he was going to produce that.
mm,
Skinny Moose.
and then Forever Mackin, you know.
Mm-hmm. Forever Mackin.
Yeah.
That's an amazing one. I think
Mm-hmm.
Ashton McCray did that one. Ashton Got Beats did that one.
Mm-hmm.
Forever Mackin was just a cold ass beat that somebody, he sent me over, and I had it for a minute, and then I don't remember if I wrote like a little half of the beginning first, and then our friend passed, or if I wrote it all after our friend passed. I think it was maybe a little bit was done in the beginning, and then we had a homie pass away. Sean Mack, rest in peace, Sean Mack. He passed away. So when I finished that song, I know that like it was dedicated more so towards him. Definitely, you've seen the video when those flashes of the guy in the orange jumpsuit. I kind of came up certain times like in my music career in the studio with him a good amount of times in my life, and learned a lot from him, and he was a real close homie, and the way he rapped and kind of what he went about in the studio, his energy, his style, that's kind of how that song stemmed. Like, I was kind of going hard. I know, like, he would be like, go hard. He wouldn't be about no bullshit. Like, so I kind of, he got a song called Back on My Bullshit. That was kind of like my Back on My Bullshit vibe after he passed. So it was a little, it was a lot of heart in that one too, especially because it was for him more so. It was a hard banging song. It's not soft and but a lot of heart was in that because that was kind of right after he passed. So.
Yeah, well, rest in peace to him, man. Yeah, it's crazy how a lot of things can be created just from like your own experiences, let alone like the pain, the memories that you have and such. So yeah, salute to that, big time. Yeah. I have like another question that's gonna kind of be spun off of it, but how's like the whole writing process with like when it comes to any kind of song that you're creating? Like, do you have like a whole like what's one of those things called? It's like kind of like one of those tributes or not tributes, like routines that you kind of do to get into the writing process.
My writing process is very different. I think at a lot of different times. I used to write a lot on the phone. That got very bad for me. The social media and distractions and apps and other shit there. I stopped doing that because I just couldn't. You can focus, but there's a lot of shit that also goes on the phone, like looking at another screen. And I just need my brain to like low key, like naturally, like go into a different place. So I stopped really writing on my phone. I don't really have anything like special that I do. I definitely would smoke blunt. Period. A lot of times when I'm like at home or like, because I have my own setup here, whatever. If I'm just chilling or even in the studio, if I can. In some studios, nowadays you can't always smoke in. You can't, But I'm gonna smoke a blunt. Mm-hmm. If it's around, I'm gonna smoke it. If ain't no weed around, I ain't gonna smoke a blunt. That's okay. Like I can make songs sober or not, or whatever. But I was writing on my phone a lot. I started writing a lot in pads and like with pens and papers and stuff. That's very different for me, very helpful. Because, when they say you write it down, it makes it real, So I write a lot on paper sometimes. Recently I did start, it's not even like hype shit because people be like, I don't need to write songs no more. I just go off the dome. Like, I feel at first I was kind of like, all right, we get it. Like, we all got our ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have recently since I came back to Atlanta, I'm trying to still build more studio networks and things like that. So I work a lot more at the house on my own. I will start to start certain songs now without paper or pen or a note or anything. So I'll just really be in front of the mic. Sometimes, be 4 bars, 8 bars, 10 bars I can come up with on the spot and like keep that and then bounce off from there. Or piggyback, whatever the hell, they say bounce off of that. But that's been really fun too, though. I kind of like that. I see why people are like, I don't write nerdy. I see now, but you ain't gotta like shout in people's face all the time and shit. But yeah. So sometimes I'll be writing, sometimes I will just go off the top and just be in here and just be in my zone, you know, eat some food so my brain works right, because I get hangry. I'm one of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the truth. So, talk about weed real quick. Is there like a certain way you like to smoke your weed, eat your weed? What do you usually choose to do?
I do it all. I'll do it all. I'll eat my weed, definitely. That's not my preference. Definitely prefer to roll it up and smoke it. Roll it up and smoke it is more of the way. Like, I used to do a lot of leaves, like backwoods and fronto and shit like that. Like, I'll buy a fronto or some woods, like, on the weekend here and there, because now I'm trying to, like, let my chest revive. Like, now, and also being back home in Atlanta, like, I love Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We got our weed, we did it. It's harder to find at times, you know what I'm saying? Gonna cost a little more sometimes unless you really are fucking with your person, you got the right people. And it's, sometimes you can't always find the best shit. So I've slowed down a little bit. But, if I'm chilling by myself, we're gonna have a pipe. I'll give me a little couple of hits, here and there. Sometimes, again, on the weekends or something, I'll roll a blunt, smoke it a little bit, but that's more so. And then I really got onto my papers recently, paper game. You see, I got my whole, right here at the desk, my whole setup. My drawer, I just cleaned everything too, because tomorrow's like a super moon or like a pink moon, so I'm trying to clear my space today, so everything's all nice and clean. That's why you got yeah, I do all that. I'll vape if somebody has a vape around. I ain't really buying vapes unless like I'm out of town and can't find nothing.
Yeah.
Or,
Do you remember the last time you were like really like off your ass, like high?
Oh my God, yes, hell yeah. The last trip when you said you went to the show. So, because I've been here, my last trip in LA, that was the last trip. I went like twice. February, March. I go to LA like probably every 3-4 months still. I try to go each year. Like since I've been going, I came back here in 2017, so since I've been back in Atlanta, we'll still try to go to LA. And it usually always works out because I usually can work, make some money while I'm out there, perform, do interviews, blah, 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 shit like that. So it's always like a blessing. But when we went out there last time, I got out there on the 4th. The show we had was the 5th, and we had a rehearsal on the 4th. Everybody came together for rehearsal because they have rehearsed a couple times in the city, 1 or 2 times in the city before that, but I've been out here, so. And some of us live in other states, like our brand, our collective, our whole group that we kind of work together with. We're all separate individual, more so artists, but we're squash it only, I don't really know. But we had our rehearsal or whatever because it was the only show we did our whole tape together of the show, and I swear I came in on the 4th. Rehearsal was at like 5 o'clock on the 4th. I landed at like 8 a.m. I didn't smoke at all because I went and got settled. I got a rental car. Or no, I don't even got a rental car. I got settled, went and got some food, chilled for a minute. And it takes a minute to situate your weed. You gotta like figure out if you can get it delivered. You can go pick it up. I didn't have a rental car at the time, but I'm staying in the city. It's just like I figured it out. But I knew we had rehearsal at 5, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna smoke with the homies at 5, get my own weed later. So I got there, didn't smoke till like 5 o'clock when we got to the rehearsal or on the way to the rehearsal. And I was just so faded. And at the rehearsal, they let us smoke in the rehearsal space. So everybody who came was probably like at least a good 12 to 15 of the homies who came in and out throughout the rehearsal because it's all like 6 of us, 5, 6 of us, whatever, who make our music together. The band, we had a band there. And people was coming, other people, in and out. Everybody was blowing blunts, especially because it was a day a lot of us landed too or came in earlier that week. It was the first day a lot of us got back together. It was so much weed. I was so high. It was at least probably, good. We was there for 4 hours. 12, 15 people coming in and out. Everybody's blowing at least 2 to 3, 4, maybe blunts, maybe less. It was so much. I was so high. We was rehearsing. I wasn't even remembering what song we was on. I was doing my rehearsal like we went through the album multiple times. We just went back and forth the whole time. So like 3rd, 4th time the song's on, I'm high, I'm on the phone, I don't even know it's my verse. The homie's putting the mic in my face. I'm like, oh shit, oh yeah, you right back. Get up off the sofa and go do what I had to do. But I was real high then, definitely. I was hearing some shit the wrong way, like when you get high, sometimes it be some shit. But I was alright because I do this.
Yeah, there are people that say there's no such thing as too high, but that is a damn lie.
It's a lie.
There is so many things.
It takes a minute to really get there. You have to really have been like not have smoked some really good shit. I ain't smoked Cali weed in a while before that, so it was like I got straight to the gas, and it just knocked me out. Ooh, but it was good.
Yeah, like supposedly California has like the best weed like in the world. That's like the best
Yeah,
strains.
probably. I don't know about the world now, because who else got it? What, Colorado and all this other shit? Amsterdam's weed is alright. We went to Amsterdam once. I only was there for like a day and a half, though, but we went to like 2-3 different coffee shops. Their weed was alright.
I heard that there are coffee shops that like kind of give you on the low pro, like, hey, like if you want some like magic mushrooms, you know, you might have to like go to this spot right here and such.
I hear. I definitely heard that could happen in that area. But we was there so quick.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you ever like took a trip down to like Psychedelic Road and all that?
I've done just mushrooms a couple times. Haven't done like LSD or nothing. Chemical wise, that scare me a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather do shit that come from the earth, if anything. So I've done mushrooms a couple times. I like them. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very, you know, it's a good awakening. They say, you know. I don't do them on like the hella spiritual, you know, guru vibes, but I try and like at least take, if I do them, I'm gonna take like, I'm gonna make sure that's in my mindset that like this is gonna be like a good, you know, opening time, and even after I feel like a little bit more just open to things in life, and you know, had some fun times, had some times where the homies was tripping a little too hard, but it was it's cool.
Yeah,
that's about it. No psychedelic wise, I don't do too much.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's a little therapeutic. I'm not really like too like to some people. It may sound like I'm like really into them, but I've only done them like a handful of times. So
yeah, that's how I am. I've probably done them like maybe 6 times, 7, maybe 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. A few times, you know. Nothing crazy, but I've enjoyed them majority of each time. You know.
Okay. Well, so compared to everywhere that you performed at and such, do you have like a memorable performance that you had, or like something that like encounter encounter that you had like on the way to the show and such, or no?
A memorable encounter on the way to okay, that's crazy because or memorable performance or anything. Okay, so there's some memorable performances. I know I did, like, a couple years ago, I did South by Southwest, like, not like an official, you know, but, like, I went out there, did some shows on, like, the bar strip, which is still cool, because a lot of people come in and out of there, so don't let anybody tell you anything's different. You gotta do it all. You gotta grind it out. But I went out there, it was pretty dope. Did a show, right after I did my set, I feel like I walked right out, and I ran right into Lil Uzi Vert, and that was pretty fucking cool. That was, like, in 2016, though. When he was, you know, he had the shorter locks. He was off the, like, LUV project, Love Project. I love those. I listened to Top in my room all day, like, because I loved him when he came out. And I mean, I still love him. I'm a big fan. Anybody who know me, I fuck with Uzi Vert hard, like, as one of, like, newer pioneers, because he's a newer pioneer in my head, you know, obviously.
Okay.
But I walked straight out. I was playing Top in my room all day, performed later that evening at the bar place. Walked straight out, walked straight into him, and he was so fucking cool. And I was like, oh my god, well, I was literally just listening to your songs all day long, get me ready for my show. He like put his arm on me. We took a video. I even fucked the video up on Snap, like, and deleted it, and asked him for another one. And he still turned around and put a video on me, fucked with me. That was dope. That was a good night, because, you know, I'm out in a different state performing at a nice big festival, running into old people that I know from like elementary school who are now in the industry and doing stuff, and you know, just people from everywhere. That was dope. I remember I did a lot of my shows are pretty memorable. Like our show recently, our only show was very memorable. That was our big thing that we curated. That was awesome. Band, a lot of vibes, people from the city, from LA. Like we had a lot of LA artists come out. A lot of, you know, brought a lot of people together. A lot of brands, like GX TV, Squatch Only, North Clothing. We had like a lot of stuff out there. The energy was right. Everybody was there. All my like older friends too. That was a really memorable one. And then this is my last one for this. This was memorable too. I remember I had my listening party for PYL, the album that I have on all platforms. 2017. It was at the I always fucking forget Village Studios or something, I think. It's on Sunset. I don't know. It's a studio, real nice studio. We rented out for the event that night for the listening party. And as I pulled up to go into the listening party, XXX was leaving the studio, and it's like literally just hopping in the SUV, like walking out the studio. As I was walking in, I didn't say nothing to him or nothing, but like it was just cool, you know, to see. I was like, oh, look, like right before my listening party, and I'm like, okay, we getting some of the right places. You know what I'm saying? That's always your foot in the door in this industry. So that was cool, you know. Rest in peace to him. It's crazy now you think about it. He's just, you know, I didn't know, bro, nothing. But it's crazy when you see somebody and then you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to his the memorial service when after he passed, but you know we showed up late, so we were like 5 minutes away, and then my mom and grandma called me because they knew that I was on my way over there to the memorial, and then that's when they announced it turned into a riot. So so me and my friends, we were like, fuck it, let's just still go, and we just parked and booked it down like a mile down the street, and then we ended up going, and then we were just like in the middle of everything going on, whether it was like the car getting totaled, people dancing on the news van, you know, people moshing in the streets. Like it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until the SWAT team came and started shooting at us. You know, like those rubber pellets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those things.
Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I think it's time for us to go. We don't need to stay that much longer.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. So I know you kind of mentioned earlier about like you have like a, you know, you work with a group of people or a collective as such. You know, like. You know, is there like any more like, you know, information that we could touch on that?
Yeah, definitely. It's Squad Shit Only LA, or only. We go by only too. It's, you know, we're a brand, collective of like day one homies, friends. You know, who all, you know, kind of have the same goals and do different things, in the industry or even in different industries. We have a videographer, DZ. He's been a day one fan. Like he's been the one who shot a lot of our videos from the jump and been, you know, shooting stuff from the jump with us. And we went to high school together, middle school, elementary, some of them, you know. My bro's league and two other artists. Businessman also league. Is like a brother to me, you know. He's kind of been like I'd say a big glue in starting of the whole thing. You know, he helped develop the whole brand and everything. And we all, you know, have now like a clothing line, which is pretty dope. Sell all types of things online, you know. What else we got? I'm trying to think. What do we do? You know, we curate the show. We do a lot of things. You know, I work also in TV and film production. Dee's also does too. So we worked on TV productions, film productions, features, and you know, we use that content stuff and producing techniques and things we learned to also like double back on our stuff. My homie JT, he, you know, again, we all live all over the place. KD's also an artist. He's out in Florida. JT is a bro from like day one. He's more like a businessman too. He's like has his own business that's been doing like fundraisers for the community and basketball tournaments and things like that. So we're trying to come at everything at all different angles. You know, just again, it's like a collective of us who just have all the same dreams. You know, kind of work together towards that because we know it's a loyalty thing too. You know, with us, all of us. So.
Yeah. So would that mean that you're like, I wouldn't say opposed to label work? You know, like if a label approached you for some kind of a deal or anything, you know what I mean? Like, are you opposed to all that, or you know, it has to be the right one?
I'm not opposed. No, but it has to be the right one. I have to have the right, be able to, you know, do the right things for myself and with you know, the brand. Building that also our own thing because I'm not trying to be a slave to nobody. So, you know, I'm not opposed. Independent is the route that we like and to go on, but you know, somebody comes with the right words.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. So, I have like one last question, and we're dipping out of here.
Sure.
So where do you see yourself in about 5 years? So, 2025.
In about 5 years, I see myself traveling, still all over, performing different cities, different places. Music sales increased, shows increased, financial money increased, whatever. Net worth increased, all that, property increased, cars increased, everything. That's where I kind of see myself in 5 years. Still working, still grinding.
Yeah, I mean, we have this quarantine going on, so I mean, what else can we do?
Exactly right. Business increased, everything. Knowledge increased, ownership increased, everything. Right now, during, like you said, quarantine shit, I'm trying to also learn other stuff, stocks and side hustle, building websites for this and that, So, just trying to level up each year. So in 5 years, we're gonna be 5 times as leveled up.
Yeah. So I mean, how like I know I said that was my last question, but I'm also very curious, to know how,
You said how?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I missed you. My bad. No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was just curious to know how long has quarantine been in effect over there in Atlanta, and like how have you been keeping sane throughout this whole entire situation?
Well, I was in LA at the beginning of the month again, but I came back here on 13th of March, and I came a little early because I honestly wasn't trying to get stuck in LA because that was right after they stopped all the Europe flights for 30 days. And my dad was in Africa at the time. He works out of Africa. He works in the industry also. But we was kind of all like, okay, because my mom was at California with my brother at the time. We all were together. My brother, I was out there doing some stuff, working, but they were also out there just, hanging out for a little bit because, we had some time. But I was like, all right, I'm going to get my ass back to Atlanta real quick because we have a cat here. We got a little black cat. Her name's Coffee. I wonder if she's around right now. I don't know where she at. But I was like, fuck, somebody got to be back at our place with the cat and stuff. So I came back to make sure everything was straight here. And, like, if anything happened, one of us would at least be here. So that was March 13th when I came. As I came over here, though, that's when shit got weird. That's when toilet paper was selling out and shit like that, like in the beginning and all that. So my dad was like, just get home and, get you some food and stuff because we might be really in the house stuck. And this was still before, like, all the little stay-at-home orders. But a little bit after, like, I think I went out on the 15th, and that was the last time I went out. And I might have, like, grabbed some food at a restaurant, like, when I came back out here for, like, 2 days. Like, during the day, grabbed some food because it was out before they closed off dining and shit, too. But, like, right after that was probably the beginning, middle of March. That's when everything down here closed anyway. We weren't on a stay-at-home order. But shit was closed. We couldn't dine out anywhere. Bars was closed. Not all the non-essential businesses and all that, but I wasn't getting my hair cut at the time. I already had a cut. I don't need to get my hair cut.
I'm fucking dying for a haircut right now.
Yeah, so I kind of wasn't really going multiple places, so I kind of was in the house anyway. And that's when shit was getting weird, so I was like, let me just sit my ass here. So I've been kind of in the house since middle of March, and now it's April 6th. Stay-at-home order that got put on us like this week or something, technically last week, even though everything's been fucking closed. Ends on like April 13th, they say out here, but who can put a number or time on this shit? Like, I don't know. I've been dealing with it. First couple weeks was kind of hard. No cap. First couple weeks was kind of hard because it just really was a change, I think, on everyone's life, and nobody expected it to be this big, but it's changed like across the world. Like, everyone's at home. Like, that's kind of some really weird shit. But, I just been trying to stay sane. I've been making my music a little more now. I'm not gonna lie, the first couple weeks was hard. And that's one thing, like, I've been saying to people, like, don't let the internet make you think that you gotta be caught up with everybody else right now. Like, because this shit was really, like, a mental thing for a lot of people. Like, I lost my day job that I had, like, a lot of people got laid off, unemployment, like, most of us in my family right now are unemployed, which ain't a problem. Like, we're cool. We're like, they have packages the right way, and people got payments set up, that are still gonna be able to come and all that. But people lost their job. Everybody lost their job. We all been sitting at home. You can't go to the bar. Can't go sit and speak and eat with people. Like, so mentally, the shit can be definitely difficult. Definitely change sleeping patterns, change workout patterns. You can't go to the gym. You got to work out on your own. Like, you really got to be, like, it's a whole different thing because when you're not doing that, we sit in the house eating. I know everybody's eating their food up. Everybody, we all are. Like, we all are. It's human. Like, now everybody's in the house eating 3 meals a day, snacks. If they're blessed, hopefully everybody's blessed. And people who are blessed, everybody's eating more, just being at home. Mm-hmm. So you eating food up faster, you're doing dishes, all types of shit. That's just on top of like.
Yeah, I know, man. I started taking out the trash for once. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Right. Like, so it definitely was a little hard, like mentally and shit in the beginning, but it's all good. We just trying to get through it now. We just hoping for when it ends, when the best time ends. I'm trying to just stay healthy. I'm not going nowhere unless like I'm just out of food. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store, or if I need something light, like essential, basic, whatever the fuck they call it. It's kind of weird seeing the commercials and shit. Like, it makes me feel like we're in a whole new world. Like, all the commercials are like, we're now all at home together. Like, we're practicing new ways to keep everything safe and clean because we know we can't get close and we love each other, but it's kind of like a fucking movie. But I'm just hoping for the day it ends, and shit, I got faith it's gonna end. So
yeah, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you get out?
I'm trying to create and just learn. That's really what this time is for. I'm just trying to learn shit. Might as well learn shit that can make you more money and make you successful at what you want to do. So
yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, I mean, after this whole thing gets let up, what are you? What's the first thing you plan on doing?
Shit, going to sit and eat with people. No cap.
Shit.
And then like a session, studio session, probably somewhere other than my room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna definitely celebrate my birthday out. My birthday passed in the quarantine. That shit was rough, but like I wanted to be around people for my birthday, but my birthday was April 1st. Aries around here. Mm-hmm. I had so everybody's doing this virtual birthday parties and virtual DJing and just it's crazy to me. It's like a whole, it's like a movie. Like, what's that movie Jim Carrey was in when he was playing in a movie and he didn't know? It's an older movie. I don't remember. It's on Netflix.
Wait, he did a movie that did what?
Where he basically thought he was living a regular life, but he was playing in a movie his whole time. He didn't figured it out. Like, the whole world, his whole life was a production.
Oh shit! No, I had no idea. I was thinking Cable Guy, but that doesn't sound like it.
No, yeah, not Cable Guy.
Yeah.
It's older though. I forgot, but yeah, it's like that. This shit feels like a movie. But I'm just ready for it to end. I'm trying to just not get fat and make music. Maybe make a hit in the midst of all this.
Yeah, I got fat. That's one thing for sure. Gained a lot of weight. Which, you gotta do prison workouts to get out of here.
Exactly.
So, do you have any upcoming projects coming up? Anything you want to announce?
Well, if you've kind of been tuned in, I've been kind of dropping stuff a good amount this year. I'm keeping that up. I don't have no specific dates or anything I'm saying, but I'm basically saying, I'm dropping music every month of 2020. We're only in the 3rd or 4th month, so you might not fully be able to tell yet, but number 3 or 4 is already on the way. It'll be out pretty soon on all platforms. There's going to be visuals and all that throughout the year, too. I'm trying to get some new merch together and things like that. But yeah, there's new music and new visuals and content that are coming all throughout the year. So, shout out to the team as we all helping each other continually drive our boat. Just talking to them about the videos, and we shoot videos together, and what should we put out next, and this and that. So, that's my thing this year. Not a specific project or specific anything. It's just gonna be consistent stuff this year.
Yeah. And then final question right here. I know I say that so many times, but I'm very indecisive. But what's like a message you could send out there for the youth or people that are pursuing a music career?
Um, there's a lot of tears in this shit. Tears hurt. Just keep doing it though. If you really want to do it, keep doing it. That's what I still work on every single day. I really want to do it, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. That's it. And there is really a lot of emotions and tears. Even if people say ain't no emotion, it's emotion because niggas' egos get in front of things and egos cause different emotions. So don't be surprised. Also, I'll say on how people act at points and times. Take them red flags and keep them in your pocket. Remember, but just keep doing you. At the end of the day, if you're gonna keep doing you, no cap, people, you gotta have a little bit of talent. I don't care what nobody say. You gotta be a little bit in you. Everybody ain't got it. So there's a little sauce in you. If you got it, keep working at it, keep growing it. I'm not shutting nobody down, but again, it's like it is cutthroat too, where it's like you got it or you don't. There's different styles of having it, but there's not many of not. It's just you don't but keep doing it if you love it and if you really, want to dedicate. But again, don't be surprised by certain shit. People have funny. People always have funny. Just look out for you and yours. Do it the right way. Like Nipsey said, if your intentions and your heart is pure, that's gonna come back to you at some point, tenfold, whatever they say. So
yeah,
that's what I say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, you know what? I'm really appreciative of you even giving me this time to go ahead and capture this interview right here.
Yeah. We have nothing but time right now. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was saying this shit the other day. My dad was saying call and talk to people that you don't, or that you don't talk too much, or whatever. He's trying to do like 2 or 3 or one person like that every 2 days or something like that. Because you have nothing but time right now.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not fully creating, like you have nothing but time to but to do certain things that you have not been able to do because of our busy lifestyles and how fast the world moves and shit. So no problem at all. It was that was a good couple questions. I like those questions.
Thank you. I'm all about supporting music that I feel needs more exposure in general, which is like one of the reasons why I kind of started this whole podcast and stuff. So salute to you for that. And just like an intro, I don't have an ending as well. But I do go by Tony Awdball. This is an odd conversation here with a very special guest.
Dreaded cash. You feel me?
For sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. No problem.